Welcome to the DogPack Pawdcast, everyone. I'm Goldie, the Golden Retriever.
And I'm Frenchie, the French Bulldog. Thanks for joining us for this week's episode.
Today, we're talking about our humans. My mom? Well, she's a little unhinged. She goes to Starbucks twice a day and is constantly looking for love in the wrong places. I love her to pieces, but her life choices are questionable. More on that later. My dad is Dr. Montclair.
Right.
He gets real upset when he's not referred to as doctor.
Bro, isn't he a chiropractor?
Yeah.
Are they even considered doctors?
Let's not get into that right now. But he's a great dad, and he takes me everywhere, man.
I have a story from yesterday, man. Me and my mom were driving to a Starbucks, as we do every morning, and she got pissed at her new boyfriend.
Who? Jason? I thought he was a really nice guy with great values that she was looking for.
No, she found a flaw she couldn't get over.
Derek, if you can't commit after 2 weeks, then what am I even doing with my life?
Needless to say, Derek got out of that situation fast. She ended up crying about him all night. I felt bad for her and all.
But what upsets me the most is that she says I can't have more than 2 treats after dinner, and then she went ahead and ate an entire tub of ice cream.
Your mom sounds like a piece of work, bro. I hope I never have the pleasure of meeting her.
No. Take it easy, Frenchie. I've heard the stories about your dad.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite seem like someone to write home about either.
Right? Fair point. You're going to love what I did to him the other day.
Oh, I can't wait for this. Let's hear it.
We needed to cross a busy street, but there were only 4 seconds left on the green light. And he told me, let's run to make it.
I thought to myself, what the hell am I doing about? I can barely breathe while walking, and now I have to run? 4 seconds isn't much either. So what did you decide to do?
I stopped halfway across the street, caught my breath, and then thought,
Yeah.
it would be a hilarious opportunity to take care of my business, if you know what I mean.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard, man.
You really let your inner demons get the best of you. Solid work.
Well, it wasn't exactly solid, if you know what I mean.
It was a mess, dude. People were honking and shouting, but he backed me up. That's why I love him. No matter what happens, he's always there for me.
Damn, you really taught him a lesson, dude. The other day, I was hanging out in the kitchen while my dad was cooking, and he dropped a huge piece of steak on the floor. That's like hitting the jackpot, man. Everyone knows that food touching the floor means it belongs to us.
That's what I thought. He picked it up and started telling me about a 5-second rule. I'm like, dude, have you never heard of the food touching the floor is ours rule?
All right, enough about our humans. We've got our very first guest on the podcast today. Give it up for Linda the cat.
Goldie, I'll have you know that I'm not just a cat. I'm a blue British short-hair cat. We have breeds too, you know.
No one cares, Linda. You're a cat. People see you and they just say, oh, look, a cat.
I don't understand what your guys' problem is with cats. You all hate us, but that's just because you're jealous.
Of what? That you haven't left your house in 4 years?
You guys are so immature. There's a reason why you dogs need months-long sessions just for basic behavior.
That's also why it takes 3 days for anyone to notice you're gone.
Why did you guys even invite me onto the show? Just to roast me? Or actually to hear my story?
Nah, pretty much just to roast you for our entertainment. No, I'm just messing around. All right, Linda, let's hear your story.
Well, I was bred in a really safe and responsible facility, and after a few months, my parents bought me from the breeder. Now I live in a home that I can do as I please, very comfortable, and really nothing to complain about or any hardships that I have to face.
Sorry, Linda.
That's all the time we have for your segment. It was a pleasure hearing your captivating story, and I really hope you'll join again one day.
All right, jokes aside, we really love our humans. In fact, my mom did something really sweet for me this week.
What? Did she spill her artisanal honey all over the floor? No, man, I'm serious now. We pulled up to some bougie cafe, and when we walked in, the owner looked her dead in the eyes and said, "No dogs allowed, but you can tie them to the pole outside." Dang, bro, they really left you out there making small talk with pigeons? Nah, man, she wasn't having it. She goes, "If he's not welcome, then neither am I." And she meant every word, walked us right out the door.
Goldie, man, she's a real one. Too bad your coffee date got ruined, though.
Frenchie, the latte didn't matter.
What mattered is she walked out for me.
And anyways, we went to Starbucks after.
That's a nice alternative.
Yeah.
I already know you smashed a couple pup cups.
You betcha. And listen to this. When they asked her what name to put on the cup, without even hesitating, she said, best friend.
Moments like this remind us that we're not just pets or dogs, we're their whole world.
On the mic today is Maya, a rescue with a powerful story.
Hi, I'm Maya, and my story's a little different.
Maya, what was life like before your human found you?
I was forgotten, hungry most days, nights on cold concrete. I thought no one would ever come.
No dog should ever feel invisible.
And then did someone finally come for you?
Yes, she knelt down, looked me in the eyes, and I felt safe for the first time. Like I finally mattered.
Bet you destroyed that first real meal.
Like it was the only one I'd ever get.
You're okay, girl. You're safe now.
What's life like today, Maya?
I have a bed, a family, walks in the park. I don't have to be afraid anymore. I finally get to just be a dog.
Bet you've claimed the couch already.
Yeah.
Welcome home, Maya.
But not every dog gets that chance, do they?
No, there are still so many like me, waiting, cold, hungry, hoping someone will see them like she saw me.
No dog should ever have to beg for love or wonder if they're worth it.
He's right. No dog should ever wonder if they're worth it. Maya, the world failed you before, but it will not again.
If you could say one thing to the world, what would it be?
Rescue matters. Because behind every set of eyes is a heart that just wants to be loved.
She says she'll only date someone if I like them.
She must really value your opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, last Friday night, she brought home a Tinder date.
How'd it go? Did he get your approval?
At first it was fine. Then he made a joke about how she must be single because she loves me too much.
And then he told her she should stop letting me sleep in her bed if she ever wants a boyfriend.
No way. What do you even do in a situation like that, man?
I sat between them the whole night, growling every time he tried to touch her.
Respect, Goldie.
And she just smiled, scratched my ears, and whispered, "Don't worry, Goldie. You're the only man who will ever have my whole heart."
Thank you all so much for joining the podcast. Stay tuned for next week's episode, and we have a very special guest that you won't want to miss.
Are we having Linda the cat back on to finish her story?
Bro, what? Of course not.
Oh. If you guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to smash the like button and hit subscribe. See you on the next installment of the podcast. Bye.